Long one of San Francisco's most affluent neighborhoods, the charming enclave of St. Francis Wood still benefits from the efforts of the city planners, architects, and landscapers who set out to create one of the country's first true residential parks back in 1912. Inspired by the ideals of the City Beautiful movement, spearheaded by famed architect Daniel Burnham, homes in St. Francis Wood are still coveted for their views, harmony with the surrounding environment, and classical designs. In fact, at the time it opened to home buyers, this neighborhood boasted the highest concentration of residences designed by prominent architects of the era, such as Julia Morgan and supervising architect John Galen Howard. By emphasizing beauty in the surrounding landscape and a sense of serenity in the curvilinear street plan, those early planners set the bar high for urban living. Today, landscape maintenance for the towering eucalyptus trees, lush green belts, and gorgeous fountain and terraced plaza is managed by the very active Homeowners Association. When it comes to pride of ownership, St. Francis Wood dwellers are in a class by themselves. Community standards set over a century ago dictated not only such quality of life issues as where one could park a horse, but also established a ban on businesses that continues today. Fortunately, the bustling West Portal neighborhood is just a few blocks north.
This is new myth number 7. St. Francis Wood Tribe. Post-crash San Francisco year 2022 by Willi Paul. But this is the end. This is the end of the innocence. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. But now those skies are threatening. They're beating plowshares into swords for this tired old man that we elected king. Armchair warriors often fail, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. The lawyers clean up all details since Daddy had to lie. Offer up your best defense, but this is the end. This is the end of the innocence. Don Henley. I don't know what alchemy to expect from this tribe. The invitation reached me via Horseback Express and took 27 days to find me in Southern Oregon, where my last training ended. My name is Buck Randy Robertson. In their favor, the St. Francis Wood tribe, in what was considered a rich, quiet, monoculture San Francisco neighborhood up until the global crash of 2017. Now the rich are no longer rich, as the dollar is gone, as is most of the oil-based economy. How to describe this mashup of gardens where pavement once steamed after the rain? Perhaps one top-down, unintentional but good-intentioned retro technology community of former bankers, BMW drivers, and tea parties? A refugee camp? A landing pad? A new zoo and sustainability reserve? Or a surround fence compound filled with anti-astronauts? Let's just go with Permaculture Tribe. Why call it a tribe? Because they're a new family now, paying homage to both real and filmic ancestors, and amends to nature and the GreenTech weave. But no chief officer. The old Neighborhood Association and Library Branch were never the same after the 13.7 earthquake, aftershocks, and Bay Area fire back in 2015. The global currency bomb in 2017, when the US dollar was ousted as the international standard currency prior to the quakes, was a near fatal stab that caused a run on the banks and a level of panic unforeseen on the planet. The populous was then divided as follows: dead and missing, the Highway 101 marchers to coastal Mexico and Central America, the folks who elected to stay and create a sustainable future, the new criminals, homeless, and the insane. Permaculture and a barter system are transmuting the old St. Francis Boulevard roundabout social in ways never imagined. A community alchemy galore, even as the repurposed historic fountain sits dry at the San Anselmo Avenue edge, a fountain for flowing people. As a certified permaculture instructor, my vision and skills are prized in this new epoch on Earth. I am part goddess, part soul tech, sustainability ghost, and Jesus eraser. So it's profit, waste, future, peace. Saturday morning, partly cloudy. Dumpy blue milk crates are semicircled at the fountain with what is left of the St. Francis Wood Homeowners Association, an old school of shaman seekers who are finally looking at their land as a spirit and savior, not a car lot. Sweat is the new fuel. Henry! I call to a guy that is constantly walking the new fenced-in tribe perimeter in a trance. Yo man, he sputters. He is obviously missing a gadget or two. Can you please write down the brainstorm on this piece of plywood? So the tribe called out their visions for a green future, an intentional community on a planet permanently on tilt, a trickle of solar power, and a ton of pavement. Population control isn't an instant reality as everything medical is strained to the limit. The average age of the tribe member is 54 years old. So, good morning. Who has an idea for us? And the people shouted out, one by one. Collective gardens and passive solar power. Rip up the streets and plant gardens. Consolidate households into collaboratives. Tear down older homes for lumber, greenhouses, firewood. Build windmills. Make a school. No pesticides, no Monsanto. Local seeds for local needs. Dig up old oil storage tanks and make bioreactors. Use car parts for GreenTech and compost bins. Barter for goats from Marin Tribe 2. Barter for bees and honey from Napa Tribe 33. Work with nature. Hey, what are our common needs and interests anyway? We need gray water systems, rain catchment. Swimming pools are algae and fish farms and manure for soil now. Chickens are cool in my backyard. Hey, let's start a seed lending library. The meeting ended with a sense of focus and a myriad of next tasks. Here, governance is participatory, not top-down and behind a balance sheet. The crashes and quakes mean no more nations, taxes, or states. No buses, no police. The new tribes recall the colonies of the early American days. The tribe is a neighborhood, the regional council, formal city. Buck walked past the Frederickson's mansion on his way to his guest tent. How much land is needed to feed each tribe, he wonders. How to create a new global barter system. More questions. What are they going to barter with the other tribes as the new green economy roars into a world of dead headlights, horsewhips, and acute fear of starvation? Can the tribe create a new chip on their crumpled land and end friends? Does the post-crash mean more time for creative pursuits? A lasting peace, he wonders. And he spots this on a resident's house, spray painted. Quote, can the evil of self-absorbed luxury evolve into a community sacredness? But I guess he just ends up wondering, where's the toilet paper?